This shoe with a review of the GT Hustle 2. It's such a stupid name that I can't stop. I don't know if I should be angry or laughing at it because, okay, they had the GT Run. Because of the word run, they thought people might mistake it for running shoe instead of basketball shoe. So they took out the word run and they put hustle in it. Then just call it a freaking GT Hustle. Don't call it GT Hustle 2 like you had a 1. So this is the latest in the GT series. For a size 9.5, it weighs about 350 grams. It's light, and it's lighter than what the digits show. It feels really light. As you can tell by the silhouette, it's very reminiscent of Jordan 5 or those late 80s type of Nike shoe design. It's very well padded all around. The tongue is thin but very substantially padded, and it's breathable. It's got holes around it. The heel is very well padded, but it doesn't have a solid heel cup. It's kind of squishy, yet overall it locks down nicely. You won't suffer any heel slippage. I think it, as soft and mushy as it may be, it tightens and hugs your heel nicely. I would say if you have a very narrow foot and you like a very tight fit, you may go true to size, or maybe half a size down if you want a really tight fit and you really narrow feet. But normally I would say go true to size, or if you're a really wide footer and if you had trouble with most Nike shoes where it was too narrow, go half a size up. I mean, the width, it's okay, but it's not crazy narrow, but it's not that wide either. But the problem with this shoe, the biggest problem I have with this shoe is that this toe box area, it scrunches up like a balloon once you tighten laces, and there's like so much wriggle room for your toe. You will feel extremely insecure unless you poke some more lace loops here, lace loop holes there. I don't know why they use such a stupid mushy material instead of any mud guard or any reinforcement around. It's just crazy soft. So there's a very serious lack of security and stability here around the toe area. And overall, the upper material is like very soft and flimsy. It's just it's just thin, spongy material with just some, fabric type of material. It's not even engineered mesh. It's not knit. I don't know why they use such cheap material, but it feels soft. If you like the soft sensation, go ahead. But for basketball shoe, if you might want a bit of a more substantial lockdown, there's nothing that locks you down there except the shoelaces. But the one good thing is that the outrigger or the midsole is very thick and very protruding, so it feels like there's a bit of a security blanket. If you were to sprain your ankle a little bit on the lateral side, you'll feel the breakage and you feel secure, like what you had with the KD14. The outsole, it's got this separated bubble herringbone traction, but the herringbone traction works when the pattern actually goes somewhere, not when the pattern is cut somewhere in the middle. So this is a very dumb design, and also you don't need traction here. You should just focus on the heel and the forefoot. So the pattern will definitely wear out before these circles are gone. The circles will be there, so it will be a good track shoe for you. The traction is not superb. It's not too bad, but it's not like gum sticking kind of sensation, and it's also pretty dust sensitive. So take that into consideration when you buy this shoe. If you notice, there were a lot of herringbone pattern Adidas in the past that don't work. Somewhere close to that. Slightly better, but not much better. Dust sensitive, not, no strong bite. The cushioning is the one thing that's gonna baffle you. It's got a full-length zoom strobel instead of a forefoot zoom strobel and an additional zoom unit on the forefoot. And the GT Run identity was to maximize bounciness in the forefoot and some plushiness in the heel, which was React and a drop-in React insole as well. It was nice try. I wish GT Run would have had a bit of a substantially thicker React heel on the heel and a slightly thicker React insole. That would have made it much better, because as you wear the shoe, you feel the React and everything sink a little bit, compress, and kind of become perpendicular straight forward, just one line with the forefoot, so you get a bit of sinking sensation. So for this Zoom Strobel and the midsole is very soft. I don't know what it is, but it feels as soft as the Cushlon midsole that you've had for the KD14. So KD15, I don't know what it was, but I felt it was lower to the ground, but not as soft and mushy as the KD14. So I prefer the KD14. So this is a good step in the right direction, although Nike didn't specify what foam sole midsole to use. I'm guessing Cushlon are very low density EVA type of material, but it's very soft. Yeah. Added to that is they use the dual density insole that they used in GT Jump 2, so you have a bit more stability and shock impact spreading with this starchy heel, and on the forefoot you'll feel extra plushness all around the forefoot as you move around on your pivot points. So it's good. So I guess this is like KD14 with an upgraded insole, but the price is through the roof. It costs as much as the LeBron signatures, the Jordans. So why the hell did they think they could get away with ripping us off like that? So hang on to those. Hang on till they reach the bargain bins, because this is a shoe. If you remember GT runs, if you wait, it goes down to at least half price, even easily past that. I got some of my GT runs for like 70% off because no one wants them. Of course, now that they are out of style, then they are past season, then the price goes up again. But wait for the right timing. Don't rush into paying over $200 for this very generic shoe. I don't know what Nike's thinking, but well, if Victor Wembanyama seems to wear the GT runs, so he would probably end up wearing this shoe, so they're probably going to push it with a little Wembanyama logo, but I doubt he's going to pan out to be an incredible player. I do hope he stays healthy and contributes, but come on, the dude's a stick. Anyone above 7'4" who wants to play like a guard, that's not going to work out.